All right, Michael, Nick Saban didn't want to talk much about quarterbacks today, especially when I asked him a question about it, but there's been plenty of developments within that position battle for us to talk about going forward. And I think clearly with what he mentioned yesterday, I think we got the official word that it's down to a two-man race between Blake Sims, Jacob Coker, and they're both receiving equal reps with the first team.
Yeah, no, it was interesting that he went to Sports Center yesterday and we're talking about doing one practice on, one practice off for each quarterback being the first team quarterback so they can get that feel for being the continuity of doing a whole game, a whole practice, being the number one guy. And I think, he's not telling us how that's going, but they're doing it, and I think that's going to give them a little better idea than just going each period on and off.
Yeah, the question I asked that didn't really sit very well with him was how things would differ at this weekend's scrimmage than the previous for the quarterbacks, and he said nothing at all. How much more will be different for them and what you're going to be looking at from them on Saturday?
Nothing. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. They're both going to take an equal number of snaps, just like they did last week. And if you keep asking questions about it, we probably won't give you their stats again.
And I think that meant in terms of both of them will be working with the first team offense at times. But it looks like they're going to be facing some different circumstances at this week's scrimmage, and it's going to be a lot more like a game, whereas I think last week we kind of got the picture that coaches were maybe stopping things and really working on situational, where this will kind of maybe feel more like an exhibition game.
Yeah, it'll be a sink or swim kind of moment for a lot of these guys. I mean, the quarterbacks are obviously the ones that everyone's focusing on, but it'll be a big chance for guys like Cam Robinson to get another chance out there with the first team, and a lot of the freshman guys. It'll be interesting to hear how they do.
I think so far the competition's gone as we maybe expected it to. I think the key comment from Saban is something we've been talking about a lot yesterday, is that Blake Sims is a really popular guy on this team, and I think the teammates like working with him. He has good chemistry with him, and that's something that Jacob Coker can't get overnight. But his talent, I think that what he can do, potential, is what is making him intriguing, and is what made most people think it's going to be his job to lose.
No, it's true. And going back to the chemistry, everything, that was something we talking to players in the spring. I remember talking to Mari Cooper, and he said how important that was to have that sort of bond with the quarterback, and to kind of know where they're going to be, to know, when are you going to break off this route, when are you just know the instincts of them, of the teammates. I think is important.
Well, we don't know if we're going to get stats after Saturday's scrimmage. Saban said if we asked more questions, he promised we wouldn't get them. We're not counting on it, but we'll be back after Saturday's scrimmage to update what we know on the latest on Alabama's quarterback.